Shannah White, Xperiencify, certified expert here. And I just want to take a few minutes to show you around a couple of neat things that I've done in Xperiencify. Okay, so here we go. So what you're looking at here is a 5-day challenge that I've put into an expiring mini course, which means that students have 7 days to complete the challenge. And if they don't complete it by the end of 7 days, then they lose it. They lose access. But if they complete it within 7 days, then they get to keep it forever. Now, I have added a very cool little feature that I want to share with you, which is that if someone completes the first 3 trainings, 1 training per day, then I'm going to give them a celebration. I'm going to give them a badge to acknowledge their commitment to restore connection with their partner. And I am going to send myself an email and send them an email, send them a congratulations email, send myself an email to say, hey, this person is an action taker and they're really enjoying your content. So reach out to them personally. So this is the homepage for the challenge, and it's showing the next training, which is actually the 3rd training, because I've started these users have already completed training 1 and 2 just to save some time. So this user, you can see the countdown at the top. This user has a little less than 2 days left. So just to get you oriented, here are the 5 trainings, and we're going to training 3. And this is for the slower person who watched the video, did the exercise, and I also asked them to share. And I'm going to remove some of these words for a second here. I asked them to share what their experience was like with the exercise. And if they just can't bring themselves to say very much, I say, hey, can you please just at least use 12 words? Okay. So then that's the baseline experience for someone that's going about this kind of slow and kind of distracted. Now I'm showing you the second student that is an action taker. And this student has completed training 1 and training 2 and still has plenty of time left on the clock. And so we go, okay, and did the exercise, tried it out, shared how it went, and gets a badge and a beautiful celebration. So that's the first cool thing I wanted to show you. Now, the second thing I wanted to show you is, let's go over here. Hopefully this is still working. I had to log in before, so. Oh, okay. I remember what I wanted to do. All right, so I wanted to show you some cool tracking stuff. So we're going to go ahead and go using Google Tag Manager to go to another course that I built. And I'll show you around that course a little bit, and then we'll check out some of the tracking stuff, okay? So this is the Relationship Mastery Circle, because in addition to being a website developer and Xperiencify course and program builder, I am also a relationship coach. I have 30 years in spiritual psychology training. So that's why my content looks like this. So in this is a dashboard for a live program. The program is delivered in a monthly format. And the challenge that you saw is using the basic training engine that Xperiencify comes with. But for this program, I wanted a different format. So I created custom pages. And I want to show you this one. So the custom pages are, I wanted to be able to put 2 videos on the page. And this opens class slides in another window. It opens a PDF, which is taking time to load. There. Okay, we'll give that time to load and come back to it. So I have give them some actions to accept the mission, and did they watch or attend the class for the beginning part? We have a class session, and then we have a discussion session 2 weeks later. So then the mission comes with an exercise, and that exercise is listed after the video. And then I give them a mission tracker, and there's actually a mission tracker for week 1. And then after week 1, this disappears, and there's a mission tracker for week 2, and then for week 3 and week 4. But after week 2, we then have our discussion circle. So, and then we get to discuss how it went with the exercise. So I needed a different format. So I used custom pages to create this. And then I wanted to make sure that everybody can find all of the past missions. However, because this is an ongoing monthly program, not everyone has access to all of the trainings. So what's available here on this page is dependent upon tags. Now, where we're going to actually see that is I also created a forum, which students are not currently using, but this doesn't matter for what I want to show you. I created a forum that has a discussion thread for each training. And so users have access to these discussion threads per their access to the trainings. What month were they active? So here is another user. Let me see if I can make this bigger. Whoops. I don't know what just happened. Okay, so here's another user who has access to only 2 months of the program. And so she has access to 2 discussion spaces based on those 2 different topics. Whereas this other user here has access to 4 of them, and we have had 5 of them. So I wanted to show you that. And then I'm going to wrap this up with showing you the wonderful, awesome fact that we are tracking this. So, let me see, real-time pages. Let's give this a minute to load. So you see all the activity of going to different pages is being tracked in Google Analytics. So Xperiencify has its own analytics, but if you want to be able to track what kind of page views are going on, if you want to be able to track in the normal way that analytics does, then you can do that. I know how to do that. I can help you do that. So here's what I want to show you. Yeah, this is really cool. And this will be the last thing I show you. I set up a tag in Google Tag Manager to track clicks. I have to remember which one. Let me see. On the ideal relationship. So I wanted to track specifically, not just page views, but you could track any click on any item, any button, anything in your course that you want to. So I set up a tracker specifically for if people click on the link that takes them from the past missions page into the calling in a higher love page. And we can see in the summary that fired relationship mastery training library ideal relationship. That's the tag that I set up. And so it sends a custom event over to Google Analytics, and you can see that event showing up right here. So that's some cool stuff. And I don't want to take up too much of your time, but I just wanted to show you some of the cool customization that's possible with Xperiencify, and also some of the very cool and detailed tracking that you can set up if you would like to. Anyway, that's really fun for me. So if that looks like something that you would like help with, let me know, because it's fun for me and I'd love to help you with your project. All right. Thank you very much. Have a great day. Bye for now.